Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetsjuice.com, and today we are going to do the quick unboxing and quick overview of the Lumia 630, which is the first dual SIM Windows phone. And again, this phone has been launched after the transition of Nokia Microsoft deal has been completed. So Nokia is completely under Microsoft now. And again, the packaging style which we have seen on this device is again different. It is no more the blue packaging which we have seen earlier on the Windows phone which we have seen from Nokia. So this one you can say that it is coming from Microsoft directly, and this is the kind of packaging and the kind of colors they will follow on the packaging as it looks like. So again, this device is available in several colors including yellow, green, orange. You have it in black and white as well. However, the unit which we have with us is the black version, and again I have already unboxed this to use it and to give you my experiences. What all do I like about the phone, what all do I not like about the phone. So I'm going to give you all of my experiences about this phone. I have been using this phone for like more than 2 days now. So taking a look over the package, as you can see, the name of the device is mentioned in some intelligent way with the time. And then you have these indications that now the new Windows phone, which is this one, the Lumia 630, which is the first dual SIM Windows phone as well, and it will also show you the notification for the missed calls, for WhatsApp as well, directly on the lock screen, so which is always a good thing. So this is how the package looks like, kind of slim package. You have the Nokia Lumia 630 dual SIM version name written over here. Again, this device is available in the market as of now for 11,500 rupees, which is the MOP, not the MRP. The MRP on the box is slightly higher, and again this is the best buy price which we are telling you, that is 11,500 rupees. And again, you can actually buy the single SIM version of Lumia 630 as well by next month, and that will be available for a price of best buy price of 10,500 rupees. So this is how the package looks like. And if we take a look over the back side of the package, we have the regular things mentioned. We have some specifications mentioned over here, which includes a 1.2 GHz quad-core CPU which we have on this device, which comes from Qualcomm Snapdragon. And then you have hair maps and Nokia mixed radio, which will come pre-installed on this device. And over here we have the contents of the package, which includes the handset, a battery, a charger, and a user guide. Again, that indicates that this device does not have the headphone bundle within the package. So once we open the package, this is the first thing which we see, and we have the Nokia Lumia 630 with us, which I have already set up. And again, as you can see, I have set up in such a way that I can see the Facebook photos being loaded on the lock screen itself, and this is possible due to the Facebook application, the official Facebook application for Windows 8.1, which you can actually configure, and it comes pre-installed on the device. You don't have to do anything, and once you install it, it will give you the option of setting the wallpapers from your albums on the lock screen on Windows Phone. It also gives you the notification for the messages, for Outlook email alerts, and if there is any birthday alert as well, it will show you that as well. So this is how the phone looks like. It looks pretty good, I would say. In terms of the overall form factor, it is a phone which you can easily hold in one hand, and I can also use this phone with one hand without much of an issue. The display is 4.5 inch, and again, this is not too big to be used with one hand. So one-handed usage of the device is going to be good enough. There should not be any problem. So we will take a look of the device later on. Let's take a look what we have in the package apart from the device. So I have already inserted the battery. This is the battery cover, or you can say the polythene in which the battery was. And then you have a quick guide for this phone over here, and then you have the charger. So very minimal package, very less number of things in the package, only the relevant things, I would say. And they have done a cost cutting wherever they can do on this phone to actually provide you what all basic you need with a Windows phone like this one. Again, they have made this device at a pretty affordable price point of 11,500 rupees, which is the kind of MRP, not the MRP, but the MOP price of this device. Now, taking a look over the phone and the package contents, let me just list out some of the cost cutting measures which they have done to actually provide this device at this particular price point. They have not included the micro USB cable, the data syncing cable basically inside the package. You just get a charger, and the cable cannot be removed out of this, and this is something which you can only use for charging. No data syncing can be done. You will have to buy a micro USB cable micro USB to USB cable, you have to buy it. Apart from this, they have also done some cost cutting on removing the camera shutter key. So the dedicated camera shutter key was something which was used to be there on all the Windows phone which we have seen earlier, if not all but almost all, I would say, and they have removed that. Second thing they have done is that they have removed the touch capacitive buttons which were there on the body of the phone. So now, as you can see, the touch capacitive buttons are now within the display of the phone, not on the body of the phone. So this is one thing which they have done. And still, after when they have actually removed the touch capacitive button from the body of the phone, the bezel is quite thick, and which is not something which cannot be justified. So again, they have done all these things for the cost cutting measures which they would like to take, especially to make this phone cheaper. So this is the phone which we have. As you can see, it looks pretty good in terms of build quality. Again, you can actually trust this phone as well, and this one again have the Nokia branding at the back. However, I'm not sure whether the new Windows phone will have the Microsoft branding in future or not, but this one is coming from Nokia at least. And again, you have the very good kind of build quality which we have seen. So they have not compromised at all in terms of the build quality and the material. Again, this cover is plastic back cover which can be removed. You can remove this back cover and then I can show you the phone from inside. And here we have the battery on this device, which is a 1830 milliampere hour battery. Pretty good for this much of display size, and the kind of backup you get is again good enough. You can get around 1 day of backup from this device without any issue with moderate usage. In case you play games a lot, then you will not get 1 day of backup. Then in that case it will be little less than 1 day in that case for you. You do have a micro SD memory card slot in which we have inserted a micro SD memory card. Micro SD memory card does not come within the package of this phone, but this phone does allow you to expand the storage with the help of this micro SD memory card. You have the SIM card slot 1 over here, and the SIM card slot 2, I am not able to locate as if, okay, the SIM card slot 2 is over here. As you can see, both of them will accept a micro SIM, not a normal size SIM card, not a nano SIM. So this is how the phone will look like as far as SIM card connectivity and the micro SD card is concerned. You have the loudspeaker over here, which is again pretty okay, not too loud, that is something I can tell you, but it is pretty decent for one person usage, and in outdoors the sound will not be that much loud. You can actually amplify the sound by holding the device like this, but in case you place the device like this on a table when you are watching some videos, then the sound will get blocked a lot. It will get muffled to a great extent, and you will not be able to hear the sound clearly in some of the scenarios. Now, taking a look over the ports and connectivity, at the bottom we have the micro USB port for data syncing as well as charging. You have the loudspeaker over here. On this side you have nothing. On the top you have 3.5mm audio jack. On the rear you have a 5 megapixel camera. It is an autofocus camera and can take decent photos basically, as compared to the other Android phones which we have seen in this price segment, or even above that as well to an extent, not completely. So it can take pretty good photos and can also record high definition video at 720p. You can also change the frames per second as well. You have that functionality there within the camera UI. You have the power and sleep key and the volume rocker. Both of these are plastic buttons, and they are kind of shiny buttons with a black finish. As you can see, black shiny finish you have. And on the front we can say that here we have the earpiece, and you have the Nokia branding over here, and at the bottom on the bezel we have nothing, but within the display we have the touch capacitive button, the window key, the back key and the search key. Talking about the overall dimensions of this device is around 9.2mm thick, which is again not too thick I would say, because this device has a kind of a curve back, a rounded curve back at the back side, and it is matte finish, so it will give you a nice grip when you hold this device in one hand. It won't slip out of your hand easily. And something which I would like to tell you about the display is that the display has a Corning Gorilla Glass 3 protection, but still at this kind of protection, the kind of display it has, it might be strong enough to survive drops from waist height or from the shoulder height, but the display is kind of very much fingerprint catchy. As you can easily notice, the display can be easily smushed, and it is kind of fingerprint catchy. So talking about the weight of the device is again not much. It is around 134 gram in terms of the weight. It does not feel heavy. It feels very solid in hand. Again, being a plastic phone, this is one of the best build quality you can get from any brand out there as of now as far as smartphones are concerned. And then when we talk about the display is an IPS LCD display. The viewing angles of the display are pretty good. Again, they are not the best, but You can see the display from extreme angles without much of an issue. You might see slight amount of color fading, but you can see the display, which is more important. And when it comes to the display resolution is 480 into 854 spread over 4.5 inch of display. And again, the font size and the other things are adjusted in such a way that you won't notice any pixelation on this device. Unless you actually read a document with large amount of text, you will not even notice any kind of pixelation, either in terms of graphics or anything which you want to read on the display. So the display is good in that particular scenario. The pixel density which you get on this 4.5 inch display is around 218 pixels per inch, which is again not too low, not too high, but kind of average, I would say. Talking about the internal storage, this device has 8 GB of internal storage, and this is the device on which 8 GB of internal storage will give you much free amount of storage as compared to the Android phones out there. When we talk about the RAM is something which is a kind of a disappointment. I was expecting that they will launch the Lumia 630 with 1 GB of RAM, but they have given 512 MB of RAM on this device. Maybe they might be giving a higher RAM on the second version or the successor of this phone once they launch that into the market. Right now they are providing only 512 MB of RAM on this device. Again, that is a kind of limitation, not on the performance, but for some of the games which you would like to run on this device, which actually require you to have 1 GB of RAM. But there are games, recently the Temple Run 2 has been optimized to run on 512 MB of RAM, so you can run that game as well. So let's see what happens, but as of now, heavy games which require 1 GB of RAM will not be able to run on this device. So let's take a look over the UI which we have on this device, and something which I really like about this device is that the Lumia 630 comes preloaded with the Cyan update. So you have Windows Phone 8.1 preloaded on this device. You don't have to update it to get the latest version as of now at least, but you will get the latest version later as well. So let's check out the settings and let me see what all new things which are there on this device. So let's start with the start and theme, which actually helps you customize the look and feel of the lock screen, as well as on the home screen you can actually customize it. You can actually decide a color of the tiles which should be the primary color, so that you can see that color being displayed on the device. You also have an option of choosing a start background image. So in that case, in case you select one of your image, maybe this one, so you will see this image behind the tiles, which are the default tiles on the home screen, and we will just show you that. And you also have the option of having more tiles. So now you cannot only have like 1, 2, 3 or 4, basically 4 tiles in a row. You can have actually 6 tiles in a row, and for this you just need to enable this option called show more tiles, and then you can have more number of tiles. In this case, if you have a tile of this size, you can have at least 6 tiles in a row, which is again going to help you in case you would like to have more icons and more applications on the home screen. You can actually do that. So in this case, it actually creates a different column altogether in which you can actually have 2 tiles. So I can have like 6 tiles like this on the home screen itself in case I want to have it. So this is how you can actually make the use of your home screen as much as you want to, and then you can have small icons which will again help you to launch these applications much quicker. Taking a look over some of the application which you will get on this device, you have the latest version of camera UI which will be there on this device, which will give you more options as far as what you can do from the camera UI. And again, the camera on this device is something I'm very much impressed with. As compared to the other devices which has 5 megapixel camera, this is the best camera you can actually get with autofocus, and you have very good picture quality as well which you can get. You also have burst shot mode supported with this within this particular camera UI. As you can see, you can enable this burst shot mode, and it will allow you to take multiple photos. And then you have the video mode over here, in which you can actually specify at what specific settings you would like to record a video. You can actually do that. This is the white balance you can adjust, and you can do a lot of things. You also have some extra lenses as well, so you can actually add more lenses and customize the overall functionality of this device. You can actually customize to have more shortcuts over here. This is the preview button. You can actually have more shortcuts, like you can add a lens selector over here, you can add resolution over here, you can also add for example ISO in case you want to, and then all these things you will see on the device, and then you can customize it. So this is something which is really good. Let me just show you the overall camera quality of this device when it comes to taking a photo. So all these settings are visible as of now, and let me just take a photo. Again, this device does not have a front camera, so you will not be able to do video calls very easily. However, you can do video calls from the rear back camera as well, but as of now you won't be able to do it properly because you won't be able to see the other person. And when it comes to tap to focus, you do have tap to focus. It also has autofocus as well. So let me just take a photo as of now. So this is the photo which we have taken with light. Let me just take it without light as well. So we do not have artificial light as of now. And let me just compare both of these photos one by one. So let me just first of all show you this one. So this one has been taken without artificial light, and I would say this is a pretty decent shot, much better than the other 5 megapixel cameras which we have seen on some other devices. So this is something which I really like about this one, because the shot is actually pretty good, I would say, compared to the original object over there. You can actually compare this one with this one, and it is almost looking pretty good. Not too great again in terms of details, but pretty good in terms of the color production. And then we have the other photo. Let me just go back and show you the other photo as well. So this is the one which we have taken with light. So as you can see, this one is also looking good. In terms of details as well, it is looking pretty good, and in terms of color production, it is also good as well. So in both of these scenarios, I would say the camera performance of this device is pretty decent. Being a 5 megapixel camera, you can record high definition video at 720p, and also you can take decent shots, like good shots with light and decent shot with less amount of light, you can see. So apart from some customization features which we have showed you, it also has some extra features like Wi-Fi Sense, which allows you to create a portable Wi-Fi hotspot from this device, and you can share the 3G internet from your SIM card with the help of Wi-Fi connectivity, and you can multiple devices can be connected to it. You also have a battery saver application over here, which also tells you how much of battery is actually there on the device, and you can actually turn on the battery in case you would like to have more battery backup from this device. And it will also give you the estimation that once the battery saver is on, you will also have a heart symbol over here, and it will ask you when you would like to enable the battery saver automatically whenever the battery is low, or until next charge, or always limit the functionality. So basically the battery saver, whenever it is on, it will limit the CPU in terms of the overall performance to an extent, not completely, which will again help you get more battery backup, but the phone performance will be affected slightly. When it comes to the usage, it will also tell you which all applications are actually using the battery more and which one are using the battery less. So you will get to know which all applications are using the battery. And now on Windows Phone 8.1, which is there on this device, you have the option of killing the application which are using the battery more, or in case you are experiencing any lag on the phone because of those, you can actually tap and hold over the back key, and then you can see these applications which are running. So you can actually kill these applications by dragging them like at the bottom, or you can actually tap on the cross symbol, and then these applications will get killed. So before I show you anything more, I would like to show you the version of Windows Phone 8.1 which is running on this device. So this is the exact version which comes preloaded. It says Windows Phone 8.1, and the OS version is 8.10.12359.845. So this is the exact version of Windows Phone you will get. You also have the option to enable the navigation bar. So over here you can actually have the navigation bar match the background. So this navigation bar at the bottom basically, you can actually set it to match the basically the home screen. So in this case, if it is always dark, for example like this, you will be able to distinguish this, but again you may not like it in some other color. You can actually do this in such a way that you can change the color of this and match it to the background. So you also have a health and fitness application which is based on the Sense Code SDK, which is developed by Nokia, and that SDK is there on this device supported. You have a low power motion sensor as well on this device, which will again help you to track your steps and a calorie and all those things which are related to your health and diet using these features which are there within this application. You can use this application which is called the Bing Health and Fitness application, which works with the low power motion sensor on this device, which does not consume a lot of battery, but you can use this application whenever you have this phone in your pocket. It will track how many steps you have walked on a day, and whatever workout you have done, it will also give you a GPS tracker with which you can actually find out where have you been, where you went, at what pace you have walked, how much kilometer you have walked, at what speed you have walked. So all these things you can actually track within this application automatically. It will also give you the option of finding food as per the kind of lifestyle you have. So let me just run the benchmark as well to provide you some benchmark data for the Lumia 630, and let me just run the benchmark for all these things. So the benchmark test has been completed, and this is the score which we have got for the memory, CPU floating point operation, 2D, database input and output operation, storage write and read, and then you have a total score as well. We have already inserted an SD card into this device, so the total score which comes out in terms of the benchmark is 11702, which is again a pretty good score, I would say, for a device like this. Not very impressive, but pretty okay. And again, the device does not lag in terms of any kind of UI transition till now. I have tried running multiple applications in the background. So the Windows Phone UI is always optimized in such a way that you can actually run multiple applications in the background and it won't show you that much lag which you might see on some of the Android devices. Anyways, let's take a look over the messaging application, and for this we just need to open this. And under here we have the messaging, which is a unified messaging application. And one thing which is good about the Lumia 630 is that it comes with the workflow keyboard, which is part of the Windows Phone 8.1. so if I want to type anything, we have one of the best keyboard which you can actually type, use on this device to type, and this is going to be very fast. So let me just type. This is a typing test. So as you can see, in all, I would say it does give you these suggestions as well so that you can correct the words, but it is almost accurate. Not very accurate, but it is pretty good, I would say. You can always do a pretty good fast typing from the workflow keyboard which we have on this device. So now we are playing this game called Temple Run 2, which is now available for this device, and in terms of graphic performance there is no problem. Graphics are rendered pretty fine and kind of smooth gameplay I can see as of now. In terms of details, I do not see much of details as far as graphics are concerned, but the touchscreen is responsive and there is no problem while playing this game on this device till now. So the gravity sensor on the device is also working well. There is no issue with that as well, and I can easily play this game on this device without any graphic lag or any kind of touchscreen issues, which I can confirm. So you can play this game or any other game like this, which is a casual graphic intensive game, on this device without any problem. So now we are testing the browser of this device. We have the Internet Explorer. I would recommend you to go and install UC browser in case you want to have a browser with more functionalities. You can always go for UC browser, but you get Internet Explorer on this device, which is kind of fluid. There is no problem with kinetic scrolling. Pinch to zoom is quite fluid. There is no issue at all. We do have double tap to zoom, and panning is also pretty quick. The kind of text which is being rendered within the display of this device in the browser is pretty readable. And again, whenever you try playing a video, it will not play that video within the web page. It will open a specific application for the same. So that thing has not been changed till now, even with this browser, but you might be able to do that with the UC browser. Apart from this, let me just show you the display as far as how the overall video playback. Let me just try playing a high definition video on this device. So as you can see, right now we are playing a high definition video. This video was recorded from Lumia 920, which we tested some time back, and this is a high definition video which we recorded at 1080p, and this video is running perfectly fine on this device. There is no lag in terms of audio or video is concerned. The audio video sync is pretty good. The kind of volume it offers is again pretty good.
We are going to test with a Samsung Galaxy S3, as you can see, and then other devices are. We are going to test it with Samsung Galaxy Note 2, this one, and the last one.
So again, one thing I would like to tell you, because the loudspeaker is actually at the back side, so it will get muffled when you place the device like this on a table, but still you will be able to hear the sound, and the overall video playback is smooth. There is no problem. It does take a little bit amount of time to actually start playing the video from that particular moment where I forward it, but it does that pretty nicely. in all the overall video playback comes out to smooth, and there is no audio or video sync issues on this device. As far as viewing angles are concerned, let me just show you that as well. Let me just decrease the volume and play this video again. So in terms of viewing angles, I would say the viewing angles of this display are also pretty good, not too great, but you can view the display from extreme angles without much of an issue. You will see some amount of color fading, but you can see the display from different angles. Again, whether it is worth an upgrade or not, we will come up with that in our full review once we do the full review of this device. That's all from us as far as the full unboxing and quick overview of the Lumia 630 device is concerned. Do let me know if you have any specific question for this device. I would love to help you. You can like this video help you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.